Good morning, everyone. I am Dr. Angela Demmons. I am a senior associate of Charlton Charlton Associates. I'm very grateful to be here with everyone today. Thank you to the Columbus Urban League for having me here for week 3. So when we say, yes, you own it, we mean that we are taking pride within our business. We are standing bold within our business and what our business stands for. And we're also grateful for not only our educational experiences, but also our professional experiences, as well as our real life lived experiences. So a little background about Charlton Charlton Associates. Our mission is to help our clients cope with emotions as they transition through different phases of change, resilience, and transformation. Our vision here at Charlton Charlton Associates is that we aim to be the world leader in fearless optimism, post-traumatic growth, and emotional wellness innovation. So my colleague, Dr. Eric and Felicia Charlton, have over 23 years of experience within the health care and education profession. We work by providing holistic mental wellness trainings to different corporations and companies as they make the decision to face their trauma and transition from surviving to thriving. And lastly, our motto, to pause, pivot, and transcend, helps our clients to recognize, govern, and remove any obstacles that may be hindering or delaying them in meeting their personal or professional goals. I am a chiropractor, a professor, as well as a health coach. I am also a senior associate for Charlton Charlton Associates. I have over 10 years of chiropractic and healthcare experience, as well as corporate wellness experience, and I've been a business owner as well as an entrepreneur for the past 6 years. I am also a graduate of the Alabama State University, as well as Life University, and I'm so excited to be here with everyone today. So some of our objectives for week 3 include developing how to build honest relationships and making authentic connections. Through this is how you build genuine relationships with not just your clients and your stakeholders, but these are people that you come in contact with every single day. Next, we're going to create and practice your decision-making process of crucial situations. And this is how you strategically make your decisions during when times get tough or when you know you have a very important decision to make. And lastly, we're going to learn how to create intentions for your business processes. So here are 5 practices that can help you make authentic connections. So our first one is to always start with the right intentions. So for our relationships to be authentic, our mindset has to be one of a genuine desire to be of value to the other person. Our second one is to make sure we ask questions that build positive energy. So these are questions that help build positive emotions that activate the empathetic domain within us. You know, as people, we share not just sympathy, but we also share empathy. When we have clients that may be dealing with a certain situation or may need something, it is our duty as a business owner to show empathy and show compassion to our clients. And this can be shown through asking positive, strong questions so that we can get a deeper insight of what the client needs. Our third one is to be mindful of labels. So most of our thoughts, they err on the side of the negative. We are constantly labeling our experiences. So sometimes this can also include the people that we interact with. So number 4 is social listening. So this is something else that I want you guys to put in the chat. I want to know who all has heard of social listening. So anybody want to raise their hand? And let me know if you've heard of social listening. If you have not heard of social listening is an active listening tool on social media. So this is when we listen fully to the other person's words. Also, social listening is paying attention to what's being said about your brand and also listening and engaging with your customers and your clients online. Let's check the chat. Priscilla, good morning. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing well. Would you like to share your experience with social listening with us?
Most of social listening experience I have is regarding social media. You touched it already. It's kind of, and there's tools out there that you can use, the free resources as well to check it. What is that people are talking about you personally as a name, as a brand, as a company. there's all different things. You're already covering it all, but yeah, and it's a great thing to be on top of it on this day and age, to check it and put on a calendar on a weekly basis, if not daily basis, whatever that might be, to see what's happening and touch base.
And number 5 is being willing to be vulnerable. So this is taking a risk, right? Nobody really likes to be vulnerable. Some individuals see it as a sign of weakness, when really being vulnerable with another individual or client is actually a sign of strength. Bringing a humanizing factor to your business can also set you apart from the competition. Sometimes you're just checking up on your clients to see how they're doing, or just saying, hey, thank you for your business. So you want to make sure that you give before you ask. So as a business owner, the primary objective is to make sure your clients are satisfied. Okay, so you want to focus on what you can do to help the client so that they can get everything they need so that they can come back for more business, right? So perhaps you can make a connection with your client or provide some valuable information. We also want to find natural ways to connect with the person by looking at the common ground, finding out what everyone has in common or what you and your client have in common, and also identifying how you can provide value to the client's needs and what they want. So as obvious as this may seem, it can be very tempting to try to be something that you're not, or to attract someone that you want by acting like something that you're not. So at the end of the day, if you're not authentic throughout the entire process of getting to know your client, it will damage your credibility. Our next tip is to check in occasionally with our clients. Another way we can go about checking on our clients is to set up an in-person meeting or a Zoom meeting with the camera on when possible. I know for me personally, building relationships, it's on the same level as gratitude, right? They're both muscles that you have to work, and they're both muscles that you have to exercise on a daily basis. Here are 5 practices that can help you make authentic connections. So for our relationships to be authentic, our mindset has to be one of a genuine desire, and it also has to be something that can be of value to the other person. So this goes back to letting go of our anxiety, letting go of our fear, and also being willing to step outside of our comfort zone so that we can meet new people and strike up new interesting conversations with our clientele so that we can trigger their interest so that they can come and not only see what we have to offer as a business, but see who we are as individuals and humans. We always want to start out with the right intentions. So our emotions are read by others and are contagious. So I mentioned this beforehand. So you can tell when somebody is in a bad mood. You can tell when somebody is in a good mood. So you want to make sure that your body language and how you present yourself when you meet with clients is parallel with how you want your company and your business to be ran. All right. The second one is we also want to ask questions that build positive energy. Lolita, you had your hand raised?
I think I did. I'm still trying to figure out how to raise that hand, so bear with me here.
It's okay.
But I did have a comment about something you said about the pandemic and the other comments about that. Because I went into this business again to give people a different alternative. But what I found out while I was doing some research and once I started it was that the online business is online used clothing and shoes is sort of booming. And of course, that reason is that a lot of people are out of work, doing a lot more sort of penny pinching, to use an old term. And without knowing it, you know, I'm doing what I would consider well in such a short period of time because of that. And then I look at some of my other friends who have businesses where they offer product that might be a little bit more expensive, and they're losing a lot of business because people are going to those used or gently used, or whatever words you want to put on it. They're going to that particular product because they're trying to save money in a time where it's hard to do so.
Yeah, definitely. And I know a lot of people say, you know, you got to spend money for the good things. But when you're dealing with something as in depth as a pandemic, The goal is to make your product as relatable to the client as possible, right? So if you see a trend where you have, like in Lolita's case, you mentioned that you have clients spending, a reduced amount of money for used clothing. That's something that you might want to open up. Like that's something that you might want to, that's a branch of your business that you can branch out on, and maybe make it like a Plato's Closet for online or anything like that. So thank you for your comment. Very good. So authenticity is very important. So not trying to be like others, but being brave enough to be yourself comes through within your business. So that goes back to what I was saying about how you can try to be something that you're not during the initial meeting that you have with clients, but eventually, the longer those clients are with you, they're going to see who you really are and what you really represent for your business. So who you really are as an individual is going to shine through on your company. All right. So 3 crucial qualities that great leaders must develop to become great decision makers. They include emotional intelligence. So emotional intelligence, or EI, is the ability to understand and manage your emotions as well as the emotions of others around you. So with emotional intelligence, our initial response when it comes to our emotions is to defend ourselves, right? So it's that fight or flight, sympathetic, short-term response, so that we can be defensive and protect ourselves to reach a short-term goal. But being in the state is not particularly conducive to making strategic long-term decisions. Also, you want to trust your intuition. You want to make sure you hone in on your skills by listening to your intuition, and this can be done by setting aside quiet time throughout your day. Also, you want to decide your way to great decisions. So your great decision making is going to take practice. It's not something that you're going to develop overnight. So lastly, we covered how intuition leads to satisfaction. We also covered how to hear your intuition. And lastly, we want to decide a way to how to make great decisions. So we mentioned that great decisions is going to take practice. So we want to make sure that we work on not playing it safe. The best way you can do this is to inspire others to change, and that's by changing for yourself first. Yeah, so last comment. So Jesse Mark mentioned that he learned that a while ago, some will, some won't. So what? Someone else is waiting for you. Translation, stay positive and keep pushing. That is an excellent comment to end our session on. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Demmons. This certainly was once again an excellent installment. The comments that everyone shared, and I appreciate, I know that you did get something out of this, and we too are looking forward to seeing you with us once again next week. And also just to let you know that we do have some upcoming trainings that you might want to take advantage of as well. I heard you all talking about e-commerce businesses, and actually we have one of our participants on the webinar today. She actually had to leave earlier, but Priscilla Texiera, she is going to be facilitating e-commerce 101, how to start an e-commerce business. And she's been doing it for over 20 years. So she's very knowledgeable and in various industries. So I think that will be something that we would encourage you to attend. And then also we have, that's on February the 9th, I'm sorry. And then on the 16th, we have combating cyber risk. And also, you know, if you're online or even if you're just in your regular business dealings, you know, this is something that obviously we are facing in business. And so how to mitigate that and how to prepare yourself for, you know, when the worst happens. We'll be sharing this recording again with the Charltons. And so hopefully we'll have some excerpts that we can share with you from last week as well as this week. So again, thank you. And we appreciate everyone. Jesse, any parting words before we sign off?
Yeah, thanks, Sharon. Thanks, Charlton Charlton. Thank you, Doctor, for presenting today. Thank you for everybody that's been participating. This has been phenomenal. I know you said it several times, Doc, but that everybody is adding value to this session. You know, and really that's what it takes. You know, if it takes a village to raise a child, also takes a community of entrepreneurs to assist another entrepreneur, right? It takes a village to raise a business owner as well. So with that being said, you know, God bless, be safe. We'll see you next week, everybody. Have a great one. Thank you.